Hello students, scholars and learners. You are welcomed in today's class of English conversation. Today we will study what are the features of a good conversation. A good conversation is a talk between two people that offers multiple viewpoints about something that interests both people. If only one person is interested in the conversation, then it is already lacking, and there really is no point in the conversation. Also, if both of the people having the conversation have the same view, then they are both adding nothing to the conversation and it will simply go nowhere. You usually have meaningful conversation with friends, family members, or a close acquaintance. Both people are usually comfortable talking to one another with little distractions. Usually, you should not just focus on yourself and your point of view, but listen to what the other person has to say and keep an open mind and eyes. If you are very optimistic or you are very opinionated, then the conversation will most likely turn into an argument, especially if you are talking to someone who is quite close to you, like a family member. Good conversation also involves acceptable body language. You should make sure that you are looking at the other person you are talking to and looking at them with pleasant face, not a face that looks confused or judgmental. Lastly, you should try to actively listen to the other person and add on to what they say, not just wait for your turn to talk so you can get your opinion out there. Telephone interviews are generally conducted by hiring managers in an effort to save time and quickly eliminate candidates who do not meet the organization requirements. The aim of a phone interview is not necessarily to identify the strongest candidates, but to eliminate the weakest ones. Given that a single open job can attract hundreds of resumes, it is understandable why employers want to screen candidates as efficiently as possible over the phone. According to the experts, telephone interviews are an integral part of business practices. Today, some companies require only one telephone interview, while others might request two or three, depending on the situations. What are the advantages? On the phone, you can often speak with confidence and portray your true self. Yes, you are not face to face with the interviewer, which removes a major source of anxiety. You can also hold the phone interview in a familiar environment such as your own home, which increases your comfort level. Eliminates geographically distance. Are you applying for a job in a remote location? If so, a phone interview can be a huge benefit. You do not have to spend hours on end the road just to complete the hiring process. The hiring manager can get your skills without meeting you in person. And what are the disadvantages in telephone conversation? First one is trouble building rapport. While it is not out of the bounds of possibility, it can be difficult to build genuine rapport with an interviewer over the phone. You need to be very skilled and purposeful in your behavior to establish connections with hiring managers over the phone. Focus all your attention on the call, avoid multitasking, and project a positive attitude. Less time to sell you. Phone interviewers are generally much shorter than in person interviews. You do not have all the time in the world, but you can still make a sound impression. Learn to sell yourself in 30 seconds and leave the employer wanting more. In-person interviews. Face-to-face interviews are formal meetings that happen in person between the hiring manager and the candidate. They are often more in-depth than telephone interviews. In-person interviews enable hiring managers to better evaluate a candidate's attitude and preference, as well as assesses vital non-verbal cues. Clarifying answers. If we talk about this point, you want to give the best answers you can to interview questions. But sometimes your first attempt isn't as good as you would like to be. The good news is that in-person interviews often allow more room for you to clarify your answers, because these conversations go deeper than phone interviews. You usually have the chance to build on your answers and even ask your own clarifying questions if necessary. Make a great impression. With phone conversations, there is the risk of being misunderstood or coming across as underwhelming. Since you cannot use body language or facial cues during as in-person interview, you can use non-verbal communication to send a powerful message, demonstrate confidence, and really leave a lasting impression. If we talk the disadvantages of this one, scheduling the interview. This is a disadvantage. If you are currently employed, scheduling an in-person interview can be complicated. You might be required to take time off from work to attend a face-to-face interview, but you have to keep things confidential. After all, you don't want your current employer to know you are looking for a new job. If we talk about the pressure, So handling the pressure is also a disadvantage. Only one person will get the job, while means the pressure is on during an in-person interview. You have to do your best to convince the employer to hire you over other qualified candidate while remaining calm, cool and effective. React to the situation and not the stress. Take your time and present the best version of yourself. So by doing so you can present yourself very successfully. Thank you.